Conquering History games, and I'm just dealing with some little technical problems here. Here we go. Huh. I'm trying to friggin' get this stuff lined up. See, my tip jar is freaking huge, though. I don't need it way over there. Whoops. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay. Okay. Whoops. Oh, goodness gracious. Hello there, William Blowers. Good to see you. Dang it! Sorry, sorry. Everything's acting weird. Okay. I think it's better now. I think we're good. Maybe. Hi, Tyler fan. Good to see you. You must be excited because I finally got that Napoleon video up. Okay, where was I? Yes, I was playing as Arabia, and we were just gonna, for funsies, see what happens if I started the conquest of Mecca now, even though I'm probably gonna get schmacked around pretty bad. Oh, and you know what, though? Here's what we're really gonna do. Did anybody check out, hi, the Hoi 4 Senate. Did anybody check out Guargura's little concert last night? Her karaoke? Anybody? I caught a lot of it, not all of it. I was listening to it, of course, not really interacting. Although, if you were watching live when she did her encore where she did Right on Time again, you might have caught me in the chat a couple of times. Anyway, where is... I'm trying to find the Christmas one I was using yesterday. Where was it? Oh, who knows? Who makes the world? Wait, no. This has copyrighted stuff in it. Here we go. So some people yesterday when I played, or it might have been the day before, somebody said, "Oh, you can't play Christmas music. It's not Christmas time yet." Well, Guargura did some yesterday. She herself said, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. So there you have it. All right, let me know if the music's too loud. Hey there, J-Dog, and Boku no Hero Theories JKF has retracted whatever message you put. Nicholas says, are there any other Kaiserite guides coming? Yeah, probably. I just need to decide which ones I want to work on. Boy, Hyderabad is running wild. They went very early. It's only February of 1938, and they're probably already going to destroy the Dominion of India. Somebody says, Ecuador just annexed Peru. Wow! You do not see that every day. Usually Peru almost always wins this war. Wow. I don't even know what the heck they're supposed to do from here. South America, if you're not playing Chile, well, Brazil too. Never mind. I was going to say that South America could be fun to kind of play as in its isolated little fashion, but that's not really true anymore. But a very fun campaign I once did a long, long time ago, back with the original Chile, aka South Texas. I took over the entire South American continent, and I don't remember if I ended up invading the United States or not. But that was a fun thing. I had crazy good division templates. That was back in the days before Special Forces had a limit. So my units were like mostly mountaineers, but I think I did. Hold on a sec. I'm trying to remember what exactly my composition was. I think I did something like... Oh, these probably don't have special forces, do they? No, they don't. I think I did something like this. It was like 4 mountaineers, and then an infantry division, and we're going to pretend that these militia stand for Marines. So I think I did something like this. I'd probably have to go back and look at the video. Or no, what was it I did? They weren't 19s. Oh, you know what it was? I had the mass assault thing where it lowers combat width. I think that was it. So I was able to squeeze somebody else in. But I think I did that, and then I had engineers, reconnaissance, signal corps, which everybody said, why do you have signal corps? That's so dumb. And yet I was doing insane kill ratios. I would sometimes kill 2,000 enemies and lose 1 man. Actually, I did better than that sometimes. But of course, as usual, people were doubting. Oh, conquering history games, you don't know what you're doing. And then I would win, and I would win hard. A lot of people said I probably should have, and I guess they had a good point, because I have, what is this? Idris, please, for help. Ottoman garrison, sure, we'll support him. Anyway, I just remember that a lot of people had brought up, and it was kind of a good point, that I should have taken everything as Chile but Brazil. Just take the whole West Coast, and then just puppet Brazil for the manpower and stuff. So, conquering history games. Did you play the new content of Kaiserreich, like China, Romania, and stuff? I didn't know about Romania, but I did play a lot of China. A lot of it was on my own time, but there are a few videos up. For example, I played... Who did I play? I think I played as the Qing, I played as the Left Kuomintang, and I played as... There was somebody else I played as. I'm not remembering right now. Yunnan! Yeah. I think. You know what? Let me double check that. Let me just look up my own videos. Let's see here. Yep, I did 14 episodes of the Yunnan Click. That was fun. I still have not played Feng Tian, though, other than in my own time, because I love Feng Tian. It's This was Flame Fang's baby for a long time, and he's just brilliant. He's brilliant. I love how the interactions work. It could maybe be argued that this is a little bit less complex than some of the newer Kaiserreich China stuff, but I just... Yeah, I was just a big fan of the balancing act with China and working with Japan and stuff. Yeah, father to the people. Okay. Nicholas says the new Ottoman Empire mechanics are so overwhelmingly. Overwhelmingly what? And then Sankinez says, Are you planning on planning Kaiserreich Duke? Okay, guys, I know I say this almost every stream, and I'm not trying to be mean, I'm not trying to be rude, but you have to understand, the only way I can understand anything that you guys try to tell me is by the words that you type into your computer. So if your grammar and spelling are incorrect, how am I supposed to know what you're saying? Anyway, Benat and the Pirates Republic have massive, misspelled, focus trees, but nobody cares. You know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to the Steam Store Workshop right now, or the Hearts of Iron 4 Steam Workshop right now. I'm gonna download Kaiser Du. Let's see, Steam Workshop. They're overwhelmingly complex. Oh, yeah. Which reminds me, I think that if I'm gonna do... if I'm ever gonna do a National France campaign, you know, the French Republic campaign, I think it'll only be via live stream, because so much of that campaign is just dealing with resistance and collaboration, and I just know I'm gonna start to get kind of bored if I'm just doing it on my own. But if I'm interacting with you all while I do that sort of things, it might help. So I don't know, it's an idea. Anyway, let me try to find this Kaiser Redu thing. Does anybody have just a link to it? That might help. Kaiser Redu. Is it just Kaiser Redu? Is that how it's spelled? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Kaiser Redu. A Kaiserreich expansion. The goal of Kaiser Do is to bring together submods that share the same goal. Emphasis on fun and interesting scenarios over realism-grounded war. Rose of Texas. Rose of Texas? What? Trotsky's in Antarctica. That's fun. Alright, I'm gonna turn the music down a little bit, guys, because I don't know how it sounds for you, but it is blaring in my ears right now. Okay. Let's see. William Blower says, my cousin just went through the Turning Green ceremony. At Fort Benning? Yeah, I think the Turning Green is a Fort Benning thing. Although, I don't think, I think, yeah, I think, isn't that like a basic training graduation thing at Fort Benning, whether or not they're gonna go become infantry? Huh. I almost went to Fort Benning for my basic training, even though I was an artilleryman, which was kind of weird. I was just scheduled. They were gonna send me to Benning and then fly me to Fort Sill, but then like a couple of months before I left for basic, they fixed it, and they hold on. Yeah, they fixed it, and so I was gonna go to Fort Sill for the full thing. Because Fort Sill is, for those of you who don't know, Fort Sill is in Oklahoma, and it is the home of the field artillery. And then if you're infantry, you go to Fort Benning in Georgia instead. So that's why it was weird that I was going to go to Fort Benning, and then they were going to send me to Fort Sill. Okay, so the matter of socialist support. Yeah, give me a military factory, pretty please. The conference draws to an end. Pretty please. You know, who am I kidding? I'm not going to be able to technologically keep up. Let's do some support weapon stuff. Let's see. Gluzman says, I find Hanukkah songs copyright free on Zemehershet, but in Hebrew. Send you link. Yeah, sure, link it. Go ahead. You have my permission to put it in the chat. Let's see. What are we going to do without this steel? Arab conference has ended. Pledging their swords to the Caliph may yield even more rewards. So I could pledge my allegiance right now. No. Yeah, exactly. Why wait for a reward when we can seize it ourselves? Benjamin Burke asks, can you play the Constitutional American Republic in Kaiser Redo? Look, I haven't even played it at all, guys. I'm not promising anything. Okay. Yeah, you don't even know if that's a mod. You know, whatever. So we're gonna seize it ourselves. Nicaragua has joined the Liberal Pact. Well, I can think of nothing more impotent sounding than that faction. We are the Liberal Pact. Come on. We need you need a real faction name like the Reichspakt or the Third International or the Entente. Yeah, that's some oomph. That's got some oomph to it. Let's see. Kessler says, really enjoyed your new guide yesterday. Would love to see you do a playthrough to make Nappy Emperor since it looks like a stiff challenge. Oh yeah, it is. It definitely is. Because I just console commanded the war because I figured, okay, I'm just doing this for a guide. I don't need to actually fight the war right now. But like Middle Africa will usually still be in the Reichspakt, so that's the thing that people don't consider is you're going to have to fight down here in Africa as well as trying to invade the homeland. It's so hard. I think really the key to an Entente victory most of the time is you've got to get an ally out of the United States. You definitely need to win in India. You see, like right now, the Entente is screwed right now because the Dominion of India is being destroyed. Once the Dominion of India unifies, they can supply so much manpower to the Entente, manpower that the Entente desperately needs. So if you need India, and you really would like to have the United States. Let's see here. Of course, the Canada intervening in the war is always key in the American Civil War or not, whether they intervene or not. Because for years I've said this, I personally believe that there's no canon in Kaiserreich, but I'll say it a million times, if the American Union State does not rush up the coast, the East Coast that is, early on, then the combined syndicates of America should always win the Civil War. Well, not always win, should most of the time win the Civil War. Like if you just, you ran the simulation over and over, the CSA should win most of the time. Unless Canada intervenes, then they're going to get screwed. Let's see. Oh, Insulinda, when did that show up? There goes Beijing. Falling for probably not the first time. It's fallen to Fengtian. Oh boy, Qing is getting a little blasted. Yeah, of course, it's doable, but I'm talking about if you want to win the war before 1946 or something, because you could always just wait for the Third Internationale and the Kaiserpact to grind against each other until they're out of manpower. Same thing with with Russia getting involved somehow. Russia should, in my opinion, unless there's some seriously extenuating circumstances, Russia should always attack Germany when they're at war with the Third Internationale. In fact, I don't even think there's any way for them not to do that anymore. Maybe if they were at war with Japan at the time or something. But there should be almost no reason for Russia not to attack Germany once the war begins. So then ideally, like I was saying, you're gonna have them grinding against each other, and then the Entente can wait. But I'm just talking about if you're Canada and you want to get into London before 1946 or something, you need the United States and India. Just so you can get some manpower. Alright, so we can go to war now anytime we like. We don't necessarily have to do it now. I just might do it anyway, though. Just for fun. Let's make a save file and try it just to see how bad I get my ass whooped. Oh no! I forgot that they own these areas now, so we have to cover them. Oh. F my life, man. F my life. Let's see here. We've got so many divisions. So many divisions. La, 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 la. I'm not seeing your link, Luzman. You might have to type it and put some spaces or something. Industrial factory donations +1. Anyway, yeah, let's make this save file. Early war with the, what do you call them? Ottomans. Just to see what happens. So as a reminder, tomorrow I'm not going to be streaming, but I might stream twice today. Maybe. But definitely not tomorrow. So I'm going to either stream 2 times today or on Sunday. But Saturday, I need to use my computer and stuff for other things. Oh, that's right, I have no manpower. Failed coup d'etat in Cairo. Wow, what's up with that? Huh. How about it? So they have, how many divisions? Possibly 57. Wow, that's really freaking useful, isn't it? Let us... Off-map civilian factory. I like the sound of that. Okay, let's just do it. Oh, wait, no. We have to join the Cairo Pact first. Wait, why can't I do that? Sultan of Egypt is independent, at peace, or at war. Wait, what? Why can't we join the pact? You want to run that by me again? What's wrong? Chat, is anybody there? I'm seeing more viewers than usual, and yet the chat seems to be dead. Alright, well, let's get ourselves some tungsten. Or wait, why can't I... What the heck is going on? We can trade for up to 0 units. Oh, are we still isolated? Our economy? Or no? Then what's the problem? Oh, so the Jerusalem revolt will happen and that's when I should time it? Okay. I thought I was able to start the war. I thought I had my own agency. Apparently not. Alright, then what do we got here? What's going on in the rest of the world? The Austrians are eating hungry. I wonder if they're going to go military occupation. I remember I once went military occupation as Austria. It was one of the finest armies I ever had because I didn't have very much manpower. I couldn't get all those cores, but I had a bunch of factories really early on, so my entire army was mechanized. Yeah. Consumer goods. Okay, consumer. You're right, yeah, I could start the war, but nobody will help me. That's what I mean to say. So I guess let's wait for Jerusalem. Oh, Jerusalem! Oh, Jerusalem! The Drew-Salem revolt, Benjamin? What's Mexico doing? Plutarco Calles. That's fun. And Argentina's kind of getting chewed up. Peru's market liberal right now. Got a euro over there. Oh, you know what? This music's making me sleepy. And I need some rest, because I do need rest, because it's going to be a big day tomorrow, but let me try something else. Did you guys hear, yeah, Guargura sang Plastic Love last night? That was fun. Let me just, here, let's just go with some Celtic music. Alright. Benjamin says, Drew Journell would be so proud. Why? Oh, because I'm basically just observing right now while I wait for the revolt. Let's see. Oh, yeah, Georgia. They do have their new focus tree. They've already joined up with Germany. They are a socialist republic. Excuse me. Social Democrats. I wonder if Stalin can come to power anymore here. Or was he a minister? Yeah, you know what? I think he was a minister or something. More sinister than minister. Cherry Liquor says looking at China hurts. You mean looking like this? Like this? It's war. Mm-hmm. Let's see here. Let's see here. Let's see, he's a FOP general now. What's FOP? FOP? Who is FOP? FOP. Is it something in Russia, or... J-Dog wants me to show the focus tree. Well, this is it. Right now we're doing some exploration right stuff to get a factory. Then we're gonna drill, baby, drill! Patagonia is FOP? What's the FOP stand for? The Patagonian Workers Front. Oh, the front of Patagonia. I guess that would be in the Spanish. Oh, Baratia Commune entered the war. Bose saw his chance and he took it. Looks like we're gonna get a surprise surprise totalist India. That's neat. The Argentinian Socialists. Let's see here. We have some stuff here that'll give me a bonus for 50 days. I guess I should take that right before the war begins. But we're still waiting. Waiting for the world to war to start. Ba, 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 ba. Frente Oberto Patagonia. There you go. J-Dog asks, what can I do foreign policy rise? We can go to war with the Ottomans right now. I've already done that. After that, though, we could do some integrating where we basically get cores on some of the parts of Arabia. But I don't think we can form the United Arab Emirates anymore. Yeah, the India update should be fun. I love playing in India, whether it's in Crusader Kings 2 or in Hearts of Iron 4. I am a fan. Huh. What are we gonna do? Guardians of the Hajj. They denied us the Hajj. Let's get that oil production going so people will be friendly with me. Yeah, the flag is nice. It's a little weird that the symbol is on the right, but who made the rules that it should be on the left? The Damocles Project. Yeah, I know, I'll miss the UAE better, but I guess there was problems with coring the whole Middle East or something. Well, I guess it depends on what you define as the Middle East. You know, I'm a big believer whenever you're learning about a time period, an era, or anything at all, you really have to start with the basics. And I remember I once took this class that had to do with the Middle East. Long story, but... Fifth Balkan War has begun. But basically, I remember the first day of class, the professor gave everybody 3 sheets of paper. And we didn't spend the whole class period on this. It was just... but it was a picture, essentially, of the entire Eastern Hemisphere. And she says, okay, I want you guys to do this on each of the pieces of paper. On one of the papers, I want you to fill in or check mark or something every country you consider to be an Arabic country. And then it was also, now checkmark every country you consider to be a Muslim country. Checkmark every, and then the third one was checkmark every country you consider to be the Middle East. Let's see here. Everyone in the Discord was complaining about the Mughal Sultanate in the north, the Bengal nationalists, the Raj remnants in Sri Lanka. India will be the perfect image of border control. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Pan-Arabian nationalism is quite interesting. I've always found the Arab character, like the cultural character of Arabs, going back centuries, really, to be fascinating. Excuse me. So and yeah, it was just kind of interesting what people consider different things. Like, so for example, wait, let me pull up the numbers here so I can make sure I'm right. Countries with largest Muslim populations. Here we go. Yeah, so for example, and then that was just kind of getting into a discussion of what do you consider to be a Muslim country. So like, if you're talking, say, percentage of the country, Albania is a very Muslim country. It's like over half the country is Islamic, I believe. I don't live in Albania, but that's my understanding from what I've looked up. And then of course you have countries where it's like, maybe it's true, maybe it's not. But like, you know, Somalia claims 99.8% of their country is Muslim. But yeah, India, I was about to bring up India. Yeah, India has an enormous Muslim population. And I think it has the most Muslims of any country where the Muslims are not the majority. Of course, we don't think of India as a Muslim country, or at least your average person would not, because they're going to be thinking of Pakistan. Speaking of which, the Dominion of India looks like it's just about been driven back to Pakistan. Yeah, Indonesia, I was just about to bring up Indonesia. Yeah, Indonesia is a Muslim country. Hello there indeed, Amin Enes Ferris. So yeah, it's interesting. You know what we might do if this war is going to take too freaking long? Maybe we could do a little goodbye campaign as Hyderabad and you know, form the Empire of India with the Princely Federation. That was one of my favorite campaigns I've ever done. But not too many people saw it because I did the Moe Reich thing. Yeah, hold on a second. Yeah, so I don't know if anybody remembers this. I did this about 2 years ago. This was back in Alpha 0.8. So I did the Moe Reich, and let me try to show you how I ended up, like how friggin' huge the Indian Empire ended up being. Look at this. I fucking loved this. This was what it looked like by the end. Now that is an empire. And you guys might not be able to see it, but look, I even went down into Indonesia because, you know, obviously, that means it's proper Indian clay. But definitely one of my favorite campaigns that I ever did. And plus, it's so moe. Look at the generals, moe. That was a lot of fun. Really, really great campaign. So, where was I? Yeah, I'm still just waiting for the war. Yeah, just ironically, Pakistan has less Muslims than India. Yeah. Someone asks, who's in charge of Russia? It's a Karl Radek, who used to be a Polish leader. Of course, ethnically, I do think he is Russian, but I'm talking about in previous versions of the game. So then I wondered, I just realized, does that mean that Poland can't go Third International anymore? Because now that I think about it, I haven't seen them do it in ages. Is that no longer a path? Might not be. Did they get rid of that? Well, I guess it did generally just tend to be a suicide mission anyway, whenever you went that path. But that's when you could, that's how you were able to get Rosa Luxemburg and stuff. Oh my god, we're over a half hour in and we're still not at war. And here I thought I was going to war early. I'm gonna give this 5 minutes and then we're gonna play something else in Kaiserreich. We're gonna do India or something. Have some fun. Say our goodbyes. Let's see, Miguel says no unthinkable option, no. Poland can still go third international? Where? Or oh, is it the thing where that was a really great addition that the Hearts of Iron 4 developers did, where like a part of the tree could appear that wasn't there before? That was awesome. That was one of the best things they've ever did. Okay, that makes sense. What's the Baltic Duchy doing these days? Looks like they're just paternal autocrat. Holy hell, I'm just sitting around. Oh yeah, Austria was crushing the Balkans early. But now Italy has gotten involved. And if Italy can absorb the Austrian Empire, things are going to get a little crazy. Yes, Serbia's attacking them as well. Like, they got hidden trees for a lot of nations. Okay, well that's good. The hidden tree really was amazing when they created that. That's the kind of stuff I want to see the vanilla Hearts of Iron 4 people doing. I want them to be making mechanics that modders can take advantage of. A little bit less focus on like these country packs. Not that there's anything wrong with the country packs, but it's just like, you know, if I just wanted to play a different country, I'd get a mod for it. Like, I don't think that should be a priority in the base game. You know what, yeah, guys, let's do the suicide charge, and then after I fail, let's go play in India or something. Okay. Alright, here we go. We're just gonna do it. Allah be with us! Oh, not good. I feel like my computer is running slightly slow. I need to clean it out. I haven't done that in a few months. I need to, yeah, just clear the dust out, put some new thermal glue and stuff. I'll probably do that maybe around Thanksgiving time or something. Oh, come on, Cairo, help me! Ah! And this is how we die. Easy peasy, guys. Pro game strats. We don't need more divisions. We have Allah! With happy Celtic music in the back. There goes Hyderabad. Your fight has ended. Speaking of fight has ended, I finished the 100 this morning, which was this sci-fi show, which I swear I was the only person on Earth who ever watched. I'm sure I wasn't, but... yeah, the ending, I don't want to spoil the ending, but first off, the show was great. I want to be very clear. Like, you don't watch 7 seasons of something if you don't think it's great. But Kessler says, I wonder what your neighbors think of you shouting for Allah. I don't know, they're probably still asleep right now, because even though I'm broadcasting from El Paso, Texas, the Triple C, the COVID capital of the world! Even though I'm broadcasting from here, they still party, like, every night. Jesus, yesterday they got started at, like, 4:30 in the afternoon. That's the only thing that, you know, because El Paso's been under a curfew for a little bit over a week, as if that fucking matters. It's just like, yeah, everybody, you gotta be home by 10. Okay, so then we'll just start partying at 4:30. Let's see. Come on, we can do this! Allah be with us! Push for Abu Dhabi! That's a WC. Oh, right, my bad. COVID capital of the country! Yeah, I don't know how how things are going in the rest of the world for you all, but here in the United States, we've just completely stopped giving a shit about COVID. Not that we ever did too much, but it's just become crashing waves going back and forth across the country. It's everywhere now. Like freaking, I've told this story a few times, I think, but But yeah, I remember earlier this year, my father was disgusted, absolutely disgusted, when Brazil reported they had 4,000 active cases in a single day. El Paso almost hit that number on its own the other day, and Iowa on its own also had more than 4,000 cases. Kyo Disaster says, I just signed on and CHG was yelling about Allah. Yeah, there's record cases all over. We're going into the hashtag dark winter, baby. And I'm going to be working at the post office. That's great. That's great. That's great. I'm going to be handling packages from all over the country, going back and forth that people have touched with their nasty, germy hands. It's going to go great. The Ottomans have tanks? Oh my god, they do. By Allah, how could you betray me, Allah? Tonka says your roommates are deniers and it sucks. Damn, son, that is rough. Yep, that's it. We're done. Dude, you should... Okay, like, I don't know what your situation is, but, like, if you're living with people who don't give a shit and are going out and coming back in all the time, like, if they're just out in crowds, you probably should, for your own safety, find another place to crash. Find a friend's house. Let's see. Ferno OSRS says, as a Canadian, I hope the U.S. gets its act together at some point. No offense, of course. No, dude, I totally understand. What was it, like a month ago? I saw a thing that your Prime Minister, Trudeau, he said something like, yeah, until the U.S. gets its shit together, we're not reopening the border. And I just read that and I went, totally fair. Totally fair. Alright, let's do a Princely Federation game, yeah? Yeah, here I am in the COVID capital of the country. Let's actually check what the... So what I like to do, I actually do check the El Paso official COVID tracker most days. The days that I check. Really, I only check when I'm online with you guys, because it really doesn't affect me, funnily enough, like, until I start working at the post office soon. Because I don't work with people when I do go to work right now. I just work by myself. But, okay, let's see here. Yeah, so yeah, here's the El Paso. This is the one that's provided by the city, and the city has already been documented of just lying. The El Paso has been bullshitting for most of the year. Like, there's been so many stories where like they'll deny where there was an outbreak in a hospital or something, but then the news channels just call the different hospitals, and then one of them will say like, "Oh yeah, it's us." And then, and like the hospital will confess, for lack of a better word, and say like, "Yeah, it's us. We've got an outbreak in our staff here." But then, like, if you talk to the city will be like, "No, there's nothing going on in that hospital." When the actual hospital workers are saying that it's in there. Anyway, anyway, so yeah, new cases by day. Wow, it looks like our per day cases have actually started to come down a little bit. So it looks like yesterday, oh wait, no, that's the average. That's the per day average. And again, remember, these numbers are low. So active cases by day. Right now we've got about 30,000 active cases in the city. Yeah, well, you know what, let's forget the numbers. Just look at this. Look at this. It just, the deaths are going up. Look at the deaths by day, you know? Even when you look logarithmically, it's just, they just do not give a shit. Yeah, and I probably shouldn't say which zip code of these is the one that I live in, but wait a minute, these aren't all the zip codes? There's zip codes missing. Wait. No, I think they're all here. Wait. Anyway, but this is most of the zip codes, so I won't say which zip code it is that I live in. But let's just say it's not good news that I live in it. Yeah, the death lags behind the cases. Yeah, because first you get sick and then you die. Yeah, so they've got it broken down here by like the zip codes and things like that. Some of them are getting hit a lot harder than others. So for example, look over here, you know, but also they're not always labeled the same way. So like this chart goes up to 4K, this chart goes up to 10K. So that's another thing that's the issue. But yeah, just check these deaths by day. You know, spike, 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 spike. We're spiking, baby. Yeah, and just again, as you can see, it's only been accelerating. Jacob Brown says, how do I know all the zip codes? Well, I've lived here most of my life, so I was just like, kind of, I don't have them all memorized, but I was just kind of looking like, okay, where are the zip codes that I live? Where's the zip code where I have lived? Where's the ones where I know people live? And I was just looking at those, and then I thought there was one missing that somebody I know lives in. Let's see, Kyo Disaster asks, is anybody near you caught it? This is gonna sound weird. My uncle's uncle caught it. He's been on a ventilator. He's actually gonna have a procedure today, but his wife didn't get it, which was strange. I don't know. It's like they live together. But anyway, let's do some India stuff. Wait, why can't... Oh yeah, I can't address the council for a while, so I wanted to do army reforms, yes? Or... Okay, hold on. First things first, we gotta get construction 1. Okay. Wait a minute. No. Yeah, I gotta get better infantry equipment first. So let's instead... This is going to seem counterintuitive, but I'm going to not do the mechanical engineering and instead get the infantry equipment. Gas, 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 gotta step on the gas! Let's see. Kessler says, this is the unsexy kind of accelerationism. Yeah. My great-uncle... No, it's because it's my uncle by marriage, so he married my mom's sister. His uncle has caught it. What is the United States COVID-19 number? Again, it's going to be lies, so, we're never going to ever know how many people, caught COVID. There's just so many lies being spread around, because, like, people at the local level then lie to the people at the higher level, who then, at, like, the county level, who lie to the people at state, who lie to the people at federal, and so by the time you get to federal, it's been, you know... worn down so much. There's so much bullshit. Let's see. So U.S. daily cases yesterday. Okay, not yesterday. On November. Oh, no, yes. Wait. Today's Friday, right? Yeah. So yesterday on Thursday, there was 150,526 cases in the United States. So, you know. Now, what's the death count? Let me try to look that up. The death count was 1,562 in a day. And, you know, I hear people say, oh, it's averaging like, what, 1% death rate? Okay, let's say there's 300 million people in the United States. There's more, but let's just round it down to 300 million. So you're saying, like, what's the big deal? It's just gonna be 3 million people who died. Who the F cares, right? Let's see here. Okay, I think what I want to do... We are not going to do... Actually, no, yeah, we're going to put infrastructure in Bombay. And we're going to trade for some steel. Okay. Introduction to the Princely Federation. Etc., 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 etc. Okay. Let's simplify this. We're just going to switch everybody to infantry. I actually think I might not do the Empire. The Empire's fun, but I always do the Empire. Let's change it up. Let's elect somebody, huh? Market liberal India. How does that sound, huh? Whose media, like, where do you live, Louis? Are you in Belgium? I take it from your flag. Belgium has more deaths per capita than any other nation in the world. Really? Then again, I can kind of understand that a little bit because it's such a tiny country. It's packed in. I can get that. Wow, really? Let me see. Okay, COVID deaths per capita. Okay. Oh, now the link is coming through Guzman, or sort of. Let me try to make it work. Yeah, I know you guys want me to play all the submods in the world. Okay. Yeah. I found it, Guzman. Thank you very much. Yeah, so I'm looking up the COVID deaths per capita. Okay, so according to Statista.com, the per capita in terms of deaths per million liter is over the last 7 days. Okay, last 7 days has been Czechia with 119. Belgium followed at 103, then Slovenia at 90. But if we're looking, I'm trying to see if I could, how do I search by like over the course of the entire pandemic or something, I'm not sure. Okay, yeah, let's look total deaths per million. Oh yeah, it's Belgium, and it's not even close. You've got Belgium at 1,209 per million, followed by Peru, followed by Spain. The United States is like 9th per capita, but we're spiking. So I'm sure, don't worry everybody, we'll catch up. But still, per capita, the United States is about half of what Belgium is. Yeah, New Zealand's flexing on it. Dude, New Zealand is flexing. Yeah, okay, fucking... here's all the countries that are just flexing like motherfuckers. You know, New Zealand's flexing. Australia's kind of flexing. Vietnam is... You know, Vietnam's not even flexing. They just like, yeah, so, like, we just dealt with it. And they just don't even talk about it. You know, it's just... like, the only controversy in terms of COVID deaths, I remember there was a thing with, like, there was somebody who was dying in a hospital. He was dying of, like, kidney failure, but before he died, he got a positive COVID test. And it was this big controversy because there's, like, did he die of COVID or not? It's like, no, he was dying anyway, and he just also got COVID right before he died. And so it's like, there was this big controversy over a single death. Oh, of course, Blake. Yeah, if we're doing like percentages, obviously the micronations have been hurt bad. Like I think Monaco was the worst. But here's the top per capita, you know, per millions deaths. It goes number 1 Belgium, number 2 Peru, number 3 Spain, number 4 Brazil, number 5 Chile, number 6 Argentina, number 7 Bolivia, number 8 Mexico. Number 9, United Kingdom. Oh, I miscounted. Ecuador is number 10. Then there's Moldavia, which is 11. And the United States is 12. Yeah. But, like I said, because, freaking, you know, give the United States a couple weeks. Oh, and then also, here's the thing. The United States celebrates Thanksgiving, which the rest of the world does not. So that's gonna be in like a few days. That's in a couple of weeks, and you better believe that that's gonna cause some spikes because it's one of the busiest travel days of the year. That whole week, or that whole weekend, is really busy in the United States. So keep an eye out for that. So when we go into December, it's real gonna be bad. But hey, don't worry guys, this was all some sort of international conspiracy against Trump. Yeah, because countries all over the world of varying political ideologies all shut themselves down because they wanted to stop Trump from being reelected. Ludicrous. And I'm saying that even... I'm saying that, like, whether you like Trump or not, it's just that is completely ridiculous. Like, how delusional do you have to be that the entire world would conspire? You've got autocrats and democracies and socialist countries and communist countries and you know, right-wing countries and authoritarian countries, and they all conspired to make up some disease to defeat the president of the United States. Absurd. Completely absurd. Let's see. Don't want to centralize the army command. You know what? I think I might go really princely. I also never do that. Complete the army reforms. We got reunion fever. We got reunion fever. Got the fever. Ooh, maybe some File in the Naval Academy for funsies? Yeah, let's do something really different. I think we're gonna give the princes a lot of power, and we're gonna, yeah. We're gonna go in a totally different direction here. I think what we'll do is we're gonna agree to the reforms and do the federation. Yeah, we'll do the federation, we'll do the army of the princely states. Let's see what it's like to not struggle all the time. We can go really heavy on the cav. That would be fun, maybe. Because I went tank heavy when I went centralization. Because it's like, kind of just makes sense too. Then again, we don't really need to do the cav stuff. But motorized stuff maybe, or I don't know. I don't know, man. Who makes the world? Invade Somalia. Is that a thing and nobody told me? I don't remember that. Yeah, market lib. No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. The Federation, we can go market lib. Because when you do, unless I'm forgetting it, when you go, yeah, we just hold the free elections. And we'll go market and do the new Federation. And yeah, then we just make money, baby. Maybe instead of, you know, we could like, yeah, grab Somalia and just try to grab any stray areas in the Indian Ocean. Just to create markets. We got jungle fever. Okay. The devs have frozen the India weird work. Well, cool. That gives me time to do this. Oh no, look who's in charge, boys. Alright. Gallo seizes control of Ecuador. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, India capitalism, baby. Oh yeah, baby. Baby. Get some money printing machines. Yeah, don't you know, man? That's the economy now. It's like if you run out of money, just make more. Like, God, people used to be so stupid. Why didn't they realize that? Just if you're out of money, you make more money. It's so obvious. So how bad logistically am I in the sink with this infantry equipment? 38k. It's going to take me 3,621 days to catch up on all the infantry equipment that I've created. Isn't that fun? Maybe I could do cavalry, huh? That might be more fun. Kyo Disaster says, question CHG, what is the hardest thing you did in Hearts of Iron 4? Louis also says, why are there so few people watching? Well, it's a weekday, and it's in the middle of the day. So, from what I've seen, people tend to catch my streams later, after they're already done. Because I've had streams where there'll be like 20 people watching, but then by the end of the day, there's like over 1,000 that tuned in later. So the hardest thing I've ever done in Hearts of Iron 4, I'm trying to think. Yugoslavia was difficult, but I liked it. I'm talking about vanilla. When I did the Princely Federation into the Indian Empire one, that one was tough because for those of you who don't know, when you do the Princely Federation and if you refuse the proposed reforms and then declare the Kaiser I Hind, you get several nations that break away from your south. So you lose, it's like Mysore breaks away, Travancore breaks away, Madras breaks away, and then I think I'm forgetting the fourth one. But also the Dominion of India and the Bharatiya Commune will, so the Dominion of India will demand Bombay, and the Bharatiya Commune will demand, I don't remember what they demand. It's not, I don't remember exactly which one it is, but they both will demand a state of you, and if you don't give it to them, you will get invaded by them. So you potentially have yourself a war with two different countries at the same time. But you lose half your country and you're at war with it, and you're also at war with the other 2/3 of India. So the way that I used to win those wars is wait, give me a second. Oh man, I think we should go for the plains, guys. Plains could be fun. How are we still not done with the construction? Jesus. There's 2 musics playing? Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize that. My bad. That must have sounded horrible. So, anyway, what was I saying? El Paso is mountain time. It's the only county in the state that is mountain time. So that means the rest of Texas gets to tap their feet and be annoyed at us every 2 years during the state and presidential elections because they're waiting on our polls to close so things can be called. Actually, no, not with them. Let's trade with, like, Hungary or something. What was I getting at, though? Freaking, yeah, so anyway, the way that I used to win those wars is I would make a bunch of paratroopers, and then as soon as the states would break off in the south, I would just drop them into all the victory points. Like, I basically would have a paratrooper on every tile, so I could win the wars extremely quickly. Then, they, patched that, so you couldn't just have an army of just paratroopers, and so then I just had to friggin' get good. I'd have to hold off the commune in India and the Dominion while I clean things up in the south and then eventually start to push north. It was very, very difficult. Here we go. All right. Let's research some planes, I think. Because I think if we... What's the path I should go? Might do like cast, then I can get the better cast later. Because, yeah, you don't need... Your planes don't have to be that freaking good. Yeah, El Paso is mountain time, so right now it's 12:05 mountain time. The east coast of the United States is 2 hours ahead. What's kind of funny, and maybe this is just conspiratorial, but a lot of the Latino population lives in Mountain Time, USA. So if you want to see the best ball drop on New Year's Eve, because like if you tune into the major networks, they do the New York City ball drop for the East Coast, and sometimes they'll do another one for Central, and then they'll make another big deal when it's time for the West Coast. But I swear this is true. Sometimes they're depending on what network you're watching, they don't even do anything for Mountain Time. Because it's like there's not really any huge population centers. I think Denver is the biggest one. So what's funny, what was kind of funny is like if you want to see a really fun ball drop on TV, you've got to tune into like Telemundo or something, whoever's broadcasting from Miami, and they'll do something for Mountain Time. Let's see here. So somebody says, I wonder why, because I heard TNO had some hilariously hard nation in West Russia. And Long Yun's Wild Ride is also a fun time and difficulty, considering you're fighting all of Western Russia in one and all of China in the other. Yeah. Another who would I consider to be hard? I guess it all kind of depends. Like I've done live streams where, as in vanilla, I played Japan and I conquered the entire United States before the end of 1936. So that was hard in the sense that you have to do things exactly right. And you have to get a lot of encirclements and you have to micromanage. Same thing with like China. But the thing with Hearts of Iron 4 is so much of the game is just it just depends on how much you're willing to micromanage, or if you have the industry or not. Actually, I know what's the hardest thing I've ever done in Hearts of Iron 4 because I still have never done it, and I know a lot of people do, but it just eludes me. Is in Equestria at War. I will whenever I play the Changelings, I just can't beat Equestria, and I've tried so many times over the years. I've tried so many different methods. I remember I once, and you can't do it anymore, they actually nerfed it, but there used to be a way as the... wait, hold on a sec. Do I want super good fight? No, we're going to go with the Cass. We're going to have a heck of an Air Force, I'm thinking. So you have so many... yeah, there used to be a way, and I would do it, where you could stack the tank research bonuses, and I was able to get light tank divisions that were way ahead of time, like 10 years ahead of time before I could go to war with Equestria. And they were super strong, because they were super fast, but like they also had chromium, so they practically were also heavy tanks. Just these unbelievably good tanks 10 years ahead of time. And deal with it, Miguel. And I would still lose. It's just such a vast nation to break through. Let's see here. Luis asks... Wait, I got a few questions here. Somebody's asking about Bannerlord. I don't know enough about it to comment. Kessler says, when COVID is all done, any place in the world you would like to visit and see? I would say, well, maybe it's not hard anymore, Kyokyo. The Changeling thing. I haven't played them in like a year, but I would like to go back to Ireland. Actually, one thing that I've been debating is continuing my schooling somewhere else in the world. Of course, my schooling is kind of on pause right now for obvious reasons and personal ones. Anyway, so yeah, I would love to go back to Ireland, but I also would like to maybe look around to finishing my education. Yeah, I was playing as Jabal Shamar before earlier, but it was just boring as hell, so we switched. Not that, though now in hindsight I'm realizing maybe this wasn't much better. Yeah, Ireland is the first thing that comes to mind, but maybe something else. Now, Louis says, if I had just to choose one nation in Kaiserreich that is your favorite to play as, which one would that be? Oh, that's tough. My reflex answer might be Russia, but the United States and all its break-off nations are very fun as well. It might be like the Pacific states. Damn, that's a really, really effing tough question. I guess I could say, like, if I had to choose one nation, I would say the United States, because when you're playing the United States, that's really setting you up to play, like, 7 different nations. Yeah, you know what? I'll change the name. I'll change the name. There. Okay, after this, we're gonna go start on the... Or wait, do I want to rule the Federation skies first? Now, really, if I was wanting to min-max, I should have been coming over here and doing a lot of this stuff. Because, you see, the thing is, I've got this friggin'... the decentralized rule, which is hurting me. So I kind of want to get rid of that as quickly as possible. Do a Puerto Rican Caribbean conquest. So imagine if you could invite T.E. Lawrence to lead Arabia. You can actually have T.E. Lawrence as a spy in the French Republic. I don't know if you guys knew that. The Purple Phoenix, great name, says, will you make a video playing as Greece and bringing back the Byzantine Empire and Kaiserreich, create your own alliance, and be allied with the American Union State and Brazil? I don't typically take requests that are that specific, because it just sounds like you've already... Then, you know, where's the fun? Where's going to be the twists and turns for you? Like, I remember I once got an argument with a subscriber. I was doing a thing on my community tab. I think it was you had to guess what was going to be the voter turnout in El Paso, Texas. Oh, is Poland made me a liar? Poland went socialist. Polish Socialist Republic under Felix Dzierżynski. Interesting. Very interesting. What was I saying though? Okay, we're gonna do this Federation Skies thing, and then we're gonna actually get back to work. What the heck was I saying? Gosh, I'm a little tired. I'm probably gonna end the stream soon. I was kind of tossing and turning last night. But gods damn it, what was I talking about? Lawrence of Arabia is in the French Republic, yeah, and yeah, that's just sort of interesting. And oh, damn it, I forgot. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. That has happened to me last night, too. I think my brain's getting a little fried. So since I finished the 100, I was thinking about starting up an anime series, and I'm almost done with my watching of all of Studio Trigger's stuff. I've only got one movie and one show to go, but I wanted to do some other anime before I started that. So, what do you guys think about ReZero? It's that isekai. I don't know anything about it. Like, I saw the pilot, but not the pilot. Like, you know, the opening episode. And I was thinking about maybe sitting down and watching some of that today while I do some other things in the living room. I noticed that the voice actress for Megumin is also the one who does the white-haired girl in ReZero, so that's fun. The only thing I know about ReZero is, like, in terms of spoilers, is I know that the guy's gimmick is that, like, he'll die, but he comes back, so he resets, so it's sort of like Groundhog Day, I guess. Or, no, because Groundhog Day resets every time he goes to sleep. I think ReZero is more like, it's like that episode of Supernatural where Dean keeps dying over and over, and every time he dies, the day resets. So, like, Sam ends up watching him die, like, hundreds of times. And I know that there's, like, those twins or something. They, like, in maid outfits. And they have they're, like, one's got pink hair, one's got blue hair. And I know that they did, like, some crossover event, like Isekai Quartet with a couple of other Isekai ones, including Konosuba, which I haven't seen that show. It's my understanding it's like a Ruby Chibi kind of thing. Hold on. Let me think here. I forget. Is there something that changes my mobilization for me? I forget. I don't think so, actually. ReZero has lots of cliffhangers and surprise it. I watched it. It's decent. Yeah, Glizman, I checked out that Tom Roche guy on YouTube. He's interesting. I don't know if his stuff is copyright free, though. That's the problem. Yeah, let's switch it up. Let's go to early mobilization. But besides that, I don't know anything about it. And the thing you guys should know is I usually do not like isekais. I have a lot of trouble even getting through, like, the first episode of one, for example. The market's just been totally flooded. But I keep hearing, like, oh, ReZero, it has this amazing thing that happens in the middle, and then the finale, it's just, oh my god, it's incredible. So, I don't know, I think I'll try it. Let's see here. Second season of ReZero got cut in half because of COVID, so we will get the second 13 episodes of Season 2 in 2021. Oh, that's interesting. Yep, we're going to get a flood of art and whatnot in 2021. I'll say this, it's been a great year for music. Got all these musicians who are just stuck at home, so if they got recording equipment, they've just been at it. For example, one of my favorite bands, Bandmate, is coming out with a new album. They're going to drop a new single in December and then a new album in January. And they just came out with a new album already this year. It was like in February, I think. But they're great. I'm a big fan. Great, damn you. Let's see, ReZero looks a lot into mental trauma. Alright, I can't believe I forgot to form this agency. To the skies, see the Federation rise. Dun, 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 dun. To the skies, see the Federation rise. Kaiser Hind, he was chosen. Yeah. Osman Ali Khan was chosen by money. Say his name when you pay. To the skies, market liberals rise. Let's see. Yeah, after this, I'm gonna make myself, eat myself a bowl of coleslaw, and yeah, maybe watch some ReZero, see if I can get into it. I'll give it a couple episodes. I'll give it like to episode 5. I'm gonna be really generous. Unless it's like actively bad, I'll give it to episode 5 to suck me in. Because I got a lot of time today. Today's practically a day off. Tomorrow, not so much. Tomorrow's gonna be crazy. Market liberalism, more like cringeism, am I right? Epic meme, dude. Alright, the Kumul Khanate has arisen. Has anybody played the Kumul Khanate? I don't know how much you really could do once you finish their shit, like if you win. Goodness gracious, what does it do? Well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to order something online because for my birthday, a friend of mine came by and dropped off a gift card for me. He said he wanted me to spend it on new headphones. But what if there's a Switch game on sale? Yeah, so I think I can turn this gift card in online and maybe get it delivered to me. See, Blake says, unlike other animes, each ReZero is 26 or 24 episodes. Yeah, it seems a little bit malleable. That 24 to 26 thing. Let's do some passive defense here. Miguel says, I got a calculus test tomorrow and I'm dying inside about it. That's rough, buddy. Well, however it goes, remember, you have no one to blame but yourself. Be it whether it's good or bad. To the skies, the endless rise. There goes the Nanjing click. Everybody's messing with that click. Click. I'm sorry. Damn, I'm just so low energy today. Yeah, so I made some coleslaw. I bring that up because, there was so the other day was Veterans Day and I was going all over the place getting a bunch of takeout food for free for Veterans Day, and there was a place that they were doing like this pork and brisket sandwich with pickles. That was okay, but they said, what kind of side do you want? And they listed the sides to me and I said, okay, I'll get some coleslaw because I like cabbage. And goddamn, so American, they just basically gave me a fucking little bowl of mayonnaise that had some cabbage in it also. It's just let's see, Miguel says it's engineering math, so it's quite hard. Well, I wouldn't know, I didn't study engineering, but I believe you, and hopefully you can work it out. If you gotta leave to go work on that, man, I would if I were you. Just saying. Really putting a lot of stock in these casts helping me out. I was chosen by epic memes. Say my name, hey. Da-da-da. Your faculty gave it at Mach 5. Yeah, that's gotta be rough doing school right now, man. Very rough, buddy. Very rough indeed. Wait, what's outdated? Oh, right, yeah, we need better fighters. Cool, we're gonna make 6 planes a year. How about that economy, huh? Let's get ahead of intelligence, and, which that probably wasn't very smart, was it? But whatevers. Now then, we are going to agree to the reforms, yeah. Let's see, Miguel says, I'm in transportation my home watching the stream. I can't really study here, so enjoy my watch time. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, you know what, that was something I did when I first was, hold on. Will I do a Hearts of Iron 4 video with Towner and Alex the Rambler? I wouldn't even know how to contact them. Hold on. We need, oh gosh, there's so much I need. Renewed loyalties. Yeah, I think we gotta... I think decentralized rule is the thing we've got to get rid of first. On the other hand, no, the backwards economy is much worse. But this could be done quickly. You know, we're going to risk it. We're going to do the agree to the proposed reforms, meaning... Oh, shoot. By which I mean, we're going to hope that the other Indias aren't coming after me anytime soon. But yeah, I get that, Miguel. So yeah, I used to, because the university I used to go to, obviously I'm on break right now, is out of town from El Paso, but there used to be a bus that you could take that would take you there in the morning and bring you back at night. So I would use that time to read or maybe get a little bit extra sleep in, things like that. So that was kind of nice. Ah, the joys of public transportation. Let's... Yeah, I gotta get this industry going, baby. Alright, maybe 9 more minutes. I think we're gonna call it. Yeah, I'm gonna stop it at the bottom of the hour because I'm feeling a little tired. It's not like anyone's donating anyway. Whatevers. Whatever. Whatever. I just say whatever. Ooh. Yeah, we're kind of in a... It's been a weird couple of days because I've just been waiting for this new job to start. So, even though I've still been working, it's kind of felt like vacation. Because, like, mentally, it's like, oh, I'm already going to leave this job and I got one waiting for me, so I just don't give a shit anymore. I also know that I'm going to get really busy, so I've been trying to... Excuse me for talking while yawning. So I've just been trying to do things I know I'm going to pretty soon not have time for because, you know, I'm going to be working at the post office during the holiday season. It's going to be insane. Especially this year because even though a lot of the United States doesn't give a shit, there's going to be a lot of people who... Yeah, you know what? Here's why I've got to do the Princely Federation thing soon because I need to change. The sooner I change my political my switch to becoming a market liberal or whatever, the sooner that I could do things like solidify control to increase my party popularity and things like that over the long term. Anyway, yeah, so I'm sure that there are going to be a lot of people who just aren't going to travel, or they're going to like maybe mail Christmas gifts and things like that. So it'll be busy. Let's see here. Miguel says, my faculty has 2 campuses. My course happens to be in the one that's an hour away from home by bus rather than the one 30 minutes by foot. I guess there's pros and cons to each of that. Miguel says, I stand with the USPS. Yeah, I don't know if any of you were in the stream where after I had found out, but I had been joking with friends previously. It's like, guys, it's confirmed I'm coming out of the closet. I am a Marxist, Leninist, Maoist, communist because I now work for the post office, according to people in this country. Let's maybe go build an Intel network. Oops. And let's get one over in Delhi as well. Come on, you. You know, I'll leave one of you here to do the defend against subversive crap. In terms of intelligence, let's work on that. Become a spy master soon enough. I hope they give me one of those fuzzy hats as part of my uniform. Because I think it was 2 winters ago, I bought a trapper hat. That's what we call them in English, but in Russian they're known as the ushenka. You know, the fuzzy hats that you can tie them up, but you can bring the ears down to cover, or the little fuzzy things to cover your ears if needed. Do I want to limit exports? But I like the factory output. Oh yeah, we're going full blown market liberal, so of course we have to do free trade. Great. MLM CHG. What's MLM mean? What's MLM? Isn't that like multi-level marketing? I'm not selling anything. Anyway, so a couple of years ago, yeah, I had gotten one of those fuzzy hats, and I had a friend who's a big-time libertarian, extremely suspicious of anything that smells of socialism, and I remember the first time he saw me with the fuzzy hat, he just went, so what, are you a communist now? And it's like, what the fuck? Yeah, you're right, dude, because I have a fuzzy hat. That like and I brought up like the mailmen wear. Andrew Thompson says, "Who are you, Sinbad from Jingle All the Way?" I love that movie. That movie's so funny. Man, where can I watch that movie? Because it's always on different streaming services. Let me see. But it's never on Netflix or anything. I should just buy it. I should just buy it on DVD or something. Jingle. Whoops. Jingle All the Way. It's on Fubo. There's so many streaming services out there. Oh, there goes the Indo-Chinese Union. Holy crap! This Fubo TV thing starts at $60 a month. What the hell is that? Oh, MLM stands for Marxist, Leninist, Maoist. Oh, okay. Yeah, $60 a month for a streaming service. This streaming service better suck my dick too. Alright, anyway, let's look at the army, or what's the air will be a useful branch for infiltrating the Air Force, gathering no, let's just do the army intel. I don't think any of them are going to bother with making an Air Force besides me. Actually, no, the commune might. The commune does that sometimes. Yeah, got it. I gotta know what the MLM stands for now. Got it. I think we might go get that Army of Princely States ASAP though. Although, do I really need the political power? Probably not, actually. Okay. Yeah, good old Sinbad. He's good in that movie, in that Jingle All the Way. Just he pulls out his so-called mail bombs and back up, I'm unstable. It's like, and yeah, they're like, did you build a bomb? No, I didn't build a bomb. I found a bomb. Do you know how many crazy people send bombs through the mail? Of course, I don't think that's a thing anymore. Nowadays, if you want to do the postal scare, you go with the anthrax. Yeah, but anyway, I ain't paying no $60 a month something called Fubo just so I can watch Jingle All the Way. Let's see, how much does it cost to just get like a DVD of it? Oh, speaking of, didn't the PS5 come out? Although I heard that they were just already gone. Like, there were so many pre-orders, it just wasn't gonna happen. Let's see. Purple Phoenix says, my grandfather, Colonel Earl Wilfred Pickering Jr., is a World War II and Korea War veteran. He passed away on June 2nd, 2020 from dementia. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sure that he was great. So I don't know how to transition. So anyway, getting back to Jingle All the Way. Let's see, how much is a DVD of that or something? Audio CD? I want a DVD. It's so hard to find DVDs though. Nowadays you gotta find friggin' Blu-ray. I'm actually generally considering getting the PS5 just to have like that kind of a media device. Which I hate because I used to complain about that all the time, that like the Xboxes and the PlayStations weren't game consoles anymore, they were entertainment devices. Miguel says, capitalism has failed us. Yes, there's demand, but no supply! Alright, it's gonna lose us some base stability, but it'll be alright. It's gonna be a long night. It's gonna be a long night. Oh yeah, the Xbox came out too. Does the Xbox even have any games? Like, I heard that it's like backwards compatible for everything, and besides that, I haven't really heard anything good about it. They did a Jingle All the Way 2 with Larry the Cable Guy. Ugh, disgusting. Renewed loyalties, so now we've got these brand new armies here from the two princes. Check that out. That's how you get 12 divisions, baby. But what we're just gonna do is we're just gonna disband them immediately so we can get the equipment. Oh, thank you for the subscription, Lewis. Oh wait, why is the alert box down there? It should be in the corner. Give me a second. Let me move that. It should be up here. Somebody unsubscribe and then resubscribe. I want to see if the alert works in the corner now. The top left corner is where it's supposed to be. Long night, on the night shift. On the night shift. What is the PS5 going for? Because isn't there like a digital only edition, I heard, that was cheaper if you're not gonna get not get it. The physical stuff. But you see, if I got one, I want to have, also do a friggin' be able to play DVDs or whatever. But I haven't even researched it. Shit, who even knows how much they cost? What was it, like, gonna be 500? Something crazy like that. Yep, it's $500 for a PS5. I don't think so. Not for basically a DVD player. It would still be cheaper for me to just get the individual components, probably, to buy a DVD player, buy a Blu-ray player. Things like that. Speaking of buying, Black Friday should be interesting this year. Because there's a lot of major stores in the United States that back in the spring they already said that they were not going to be open on Black Friday. Which, I remember at the time, some people were saying, oh, by November, surely the United States will have things under control by then. Wrong. 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 Let's see here. But let's see, I'm trying to remember what store. Okay, what stores will not be open on Black Friday? Because I think like Best Buy said they weren't going to open, and of course all the stores that are closing, I think they all have online things. All right, hold on a second. Seriously, I'm trying to read an article and it says I have to like purchase a subscription. I've never even heard of you, salive.com. Fuck off. Anyway, so there's going to be a lot of stores that are going to be closed on Thanksgiving, which that's kind of amazing because, yeah, the thing was Black Friday. Black Friday wasn't even on Friday anymore. Black Friday had begun to start in the middle of the fucking day on Thursdays. And let me get radio because if I don't get it now, I never will. Just get a PS3. Ah, now that might be a plan. Well, hold on a sec. Actually, you know what I've been thinking about getting is either a Wii or a GameCube, because long story, I had a Wii and it was let's just say that it was stolen. So I've still got like a ton of GameCube games that I can play, and it's not like they're worth much, you know, unless I like took the time to sell them individually online, which would kind of be a pain in the ass. So I freaking I've been debating maybe just getting like a Wii or a GameCube so I can play them again. Get it as like a little Christmas gift for myself. Because I think you can get like a Wii for like less than 180 bucks. And then I'm looking up what a GameCube costs now. And I've got GameCube controllers already as well, so I wouldn't even have to pay for the controllers. So yeah, if I wanted to get a new like a renewed GameCube, it would be also about 180 bucks. And I would just have tons of games available to me once more. Like, I'd be able to play the Lord of the Rings games, the Return of the King and stuff. I was a huge fan of that. And maybe I could just emulate, who knows, you know, just... but I'd like playing things simply on my TV. Here we go, national election. This is what we've been waiting for, baby. Okay. Here we go. So, okay, we have Krishna Whittier, the fourth of Mysore. He'd be authoritarian Democrat. No. Chithira Varma of Travancore. He's social conservative. No. Rajamar the second of Kolhapur. Also authoritarian Democratic. No. Akbar Hiyardi, the hardened public servant, social conservative. No. This is what I'm looking for. Madhapati Hanumantha Rao. Market liberal. Civilian... factory construction speed will go up. Military factory goes down. It's going to hurt my daily political power gain. Westerners become the ruling party. This is what we want. Where is it? Yeah, baby! The Deccan Federation! And all done before the Civil War began. Kazarek needs that civil war. Let's see. The GameCube is more expensive than the Wii. Omega lol. Well, it's because the GameCube has certain games that people really specifically like to play. But it is a little weird because the Wii could also play everything that's on the GameCube, so extremely strange. I don't know, I guess maybe it's good. But, you know, the GameCube, it has that handle. It's its own travel case. Well, like here, let me actually have the box nearby so I can tell you guys some of the games I'd be able to play if I got a GameCube or a Wii. Ugh. Yeah, like I've got here, I've got Smash Bros. Melee still, so that's awesome. Cell Damage, that's like an underrated, fun, like, kind of party game. As if I'm hosting parties, right? Let's see here. I've got The Lord of the Rings, Return of the King, Madden 06. Some Dragon Ball Z games. What is this? Oh my god. I just found something in my box. Don't worry about it. Hey there, Patriotic Break. We're actually about to sign off here soon. I'm just finishing up something. I've got the most underrated Sonic game. Sonic Heroes! Sonic Heroes! Fun stuff. I've got Star Wars The Clone Wars. I got this Army Men game. Like you know, the little green Army Men. Monarchistic Tennessee Challenge. Monarchistic Tennessee Challenge. Peer, 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 peer. I got a wrestling game, Day of Reckoning. I don't know where my copy of NBA Street V3 is though. That might single-handedly be the thing that makes me buy it. I love that game. If I could find that disc, I'll probably do it. Worms 3D, which is always fun to play against the computer because, you know, they cheat. I get that, Gluzman. No, I totally get that. That's a lot of the reason why I stream, is to get something resembling human contact. I kind of just, you know, I just, most of my days I'm just at home and I go to work. I'm home and work, home and work. And then my days off, I'm just home. Come on, let's finish up this new federation, then we're going to call it a day. Alright, yeah, I was going to... Let's see, suicide bills. Interrogation techniques. You know what, some anti-partisan might be good in the long term. You can also become a spy master. You need to be in a faction to become a spy master? Since when? I hate it. I hate it. Let's see, we can legislate some freedoms to get our stability back up. You know what, let's get rallying public support. That's what we have to do. Purple Phoenix says, my parents have Jingle All the Way on VHS. Miguel says, I wasn't ready for the musical number. Which musical number? Just when I do random karaoke? Which I've noticed my viewership in the streams has been down since I stopped doing karaoke. Maybe you guys like it. You know, I'm just goofing off and saying, alright guys, it's opera time! Hold on a sec. Wait, sorry, I'm just doing something in the other monitor. The Second International. Yeah, it's just say, alright guys, it's Concrete History Games with some karaoke. La donna immobile, qual piuma al vento, muta d'argento. And then the super chats come rolling in, baby. Jamie, any relation to Jamie Butterworth? Really want to get that fourth bit of the tree if I can. Okay, yeah, but now the political power, it's sort of coming in. We're getting about an eighth, a little bit over an eighth of a point per day, which in Kaiserreich terms is a vast amount of wealth. Oh, what is this? I've got too many divisions. Oh, this BS. That's right. They got the max supported divisions thing. It's because I only have so many factories. Fine, we'll stop. How many over am I? Okay, so because I'm over, it's hurting my consumer good factories and stuff. So I gotta get rid of 5. Fine. Alright. There, y'all happy? Gluzman says, why don't I live with my parents for the time of pandemic like me? It's helped out a lot. Well, you know, there's pros and cons to that. Obviously, if I was living with them, I'd probably be paying less rent. But I think I'm also older than most of you guys. It's been my experience whenever I ask my chat's age, people tend to be either teenagers or early 20s. I haven't lived with my parents in a very long time, and I do not think it would be good for our relationship. Because I think they would probably start to see me as a child again, and I don't think that would go very well. But that was a discussion we had, them and me, towards the beginning of the pandemic, back in March when things were getting serious. They wanted me to move back in with them, even though I was in the middle of an apartment lease. I had actually just started like a huge, like very long-term apartment lease. I'm still on it. Gluzman says you're 26. No, and I know, and I'm not judging you. I'm just saying, I don't know how your relationship with your parents is, but I don't think it would have gone very well in my case. Crisis on the Danube. Are you friggin' serious right now? It keeps reducing how many divisions I can have. This is bullshit. I hate that. Alright, I'm going to disband one more time. After that, no more. After that, I don't know what the F is going on here. There, 37 out of 37. Actually, we're slightly under. Screwed up. But yeah, my parents wanted me to move back in with them for the duration, and I said no. Jamie says, I don't think I've ever seen the AI Princely Federation win. It's tough. It's the weakest of the three factions, or the three Indias. Quite difficult. But yeah, we've done the... Okay, yeah, so we're done with the new Federation, which was the, like, you know, the thing. So we're going to stop it there. In the next episode, I actually might get that Army of Princely States, because the sooner the better, even though I don't think I need that much political power. It'll be good in the long term, so I can keep rallying public support over and over. But thank you for joining me. I am Conquering History Games, and I will see you all, not tomorrow, but either later today. Actually, let's not say later today. Let's say Sunday. If I show up later today, that's great, but it's probably not going to happen. So you all have yourself